Alright there, YouTubers. This is the day after the show, so we're on Monday. And we got super rained out at the show halfway through. And now I got to clean up after the show. My toolbox, which is just one that sits back by the sawmill that's got all my stuff on, that all got soaked, had to be all taken out, all the everything in here. This is just stuff that sits back by the sawmill all the time that you find that you're going to get into. My goofy hats, hammers, files, what do you call it, swedges down in here, little adjustable. Most of the tools I carry in the back of the Kubota, but this is for when you go to a show more than anything, kind of a separate set of to-go tools. So if I pick this box up, I know generally what I have in it, because here's basically in the box, and I changed that from show to show a little bit, but basically now there's 3 swedges and a long tape and all sorts of nonsense, knives, scissors. I forgot to show this at the show. This is important. This was given to me by John. I can't even read it anymore. The water got on this. You can kind of see the water. It's still wet, so things are still drying out. I got things all across my front porch. My clothes got soaked completely through. Everything just got a mess. So I figured, what the heck, you see just about everything else. I'm busy all the time. It's just I don't photograph a whole lot. So this will probably be, I'll probably see if I can stretch it out. What else we got in here? A big file, just because I never took it out. There's the wrench to take it. The wife has already taken a big hammer I got. I got to get my chainsaw out. I got to move this. This wooden box is totally soaked. Really wasn't for anything other than to keep the oil cans and stuff from falling over. I got those in there, and I got my what do you call it, can't think what I'm thinking of. I got these things in there, a million of them. Soak them in oil. Some of them are in oil, some of them are. This thing is just totally shot too, but it kept them from falling over and getting destroyed. So I'll set that over there. I'm trying to get to the can't think what I'm thinking of. You see where the camera tripod is? It's underneath the saw blade. That's the shot saw blade. One gentleman was asking if we could, he was at I think Piper's Saw Shop, and they were putting some of these back on. I think it took out too many to, the blade isn't that good of quality anymore, so that's kind of not, we're probably not going to go that direction. Plus there was another blade laying around, so it kind of got hijacked. I'm trying to see where you're at here. I got to get this sign undone, hang that back up. So there's always, oh man, I put a good knot in that one. That ain't going to come out. Well, we can do it this way. Don't want to hurt my Frick Sawmill sign. Oh, that goes to the show. It hangs up. That goes to several different shows. I got chains in here. I don't know how I'm going to get that blade out. Oil cans to go back to the sawmill. There's just tons of stuff that it takes to get a show going, or try to get the show going. There's problems after problems after problems down there on this one. Let's see. I think we're closer. The good old hickory stick. Hickory stick, let me tell you, that saves you more times than ever. It's not quite as violent, or I don't know the right word for it, when you compare it to a digging bar. But the old hickory stick is definitely one of the top things to have. The railroad jack, we didn't need that. I had the shovel. Axe I take for knocking off mud sometimes. Step ladder because I got to hang my signs up. Chainsaw, grease gun, oil cans, cant hooks, chains, dogs. Watch out for them. That's a different dog. You know there's a lot of species of dogs. Digging iron. I forgot the digging iron and we got in trouble down there, but we ended up not needing it. Shovel, axe, railroad jack. Where are we at? We got this is a key one right here, guys. If you guys are into that. Band-aids, miscellaneous small tools, scissors, knife, ball peen hammer. You need that to hit the swedge. I did not take the spider gauge, and I did not take the Atlas sharpener down there. We're just sharpening with a file. Speed wrench was there. Let's see, the flat chain tool, because on the sawdust drag that broke one time. Micrometer for checking the swedge. If you're swedging, sometimes you swedge one, you want to check them to make sure they're not goofy. Little ruler, gloves, log crayons, paper for writing notes down because you always forget everything. Safety glasses, tooth tool. There's 2 of them in there. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those. Oh, they're in my car because they got all nasty. So I'm gonna take them down and glass beat them down to Jeffrey's because it's supposed to rain almost the rest of the week. So I'm gonna take them down there, glass beat them, and paint them red. Adjustable wrench. There's a couple of them we take down there. There's 2. Wood chisel, if you get into some metal in there, you're always pounding the wood to get it out. Nails, claw hammer, short tape, all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff here added on too. Impact driver, because we're all the time running screws and stuff, because the boards come loose or something like that. Speed square, level, let's see, square steel, we didn't take that. Brass, I don't even know. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's one thing that's really important that we take. And you guys should get one if you don't have one. I recommend it if you got a Frick sawmill. It's just a long brass wire brush, and we clean the. You have that pin that does the sets on the Frick sawmills. Well, that cleans out. That's just the right size for cleaning out the holes that those go into. Sawmill down there like that sets a long time, and those get rusty, and you can't change your sets. So that's what that is. Gibbs is just a lubricant, and you can take PB blast or any kind of nonsense. String line, clamp for the string line we didn't take. String line tool we didn't take. Large adjustable wrench, we took that. Saw wrench, we took. The saw wrench was this over there, we took that. Take 3 chains. This is a log dog. Down at that show you can see all the water still coming off. Down there we use the log dogs like this a lot of times for pulling the logs over to the logways there, but they had the a loader down there, so we got a chance to get the loader. There's a little machinist level that got all soaking wet. Here's what a new tooth is. There's what a broke tooth is, but it wasn't off of this saw. It was off another show, I guess. I don't know where that one came from. It was in a box. Don't need it there, so I'm throwing it away. These go back to the double lot sawmill. This is what a lot of this stuff came from. That's where that box goes. But anyhow, when I use this when I'm pulling logs with the big white truck, a lot of times I can't get underneath of them, and I'll pull them up with that. So that goes in the white truck. So that'll go there. And I might be using that in a couple weeks to get those logs out of there. If I can get that truck going. Here's one of the chains. Here's that one chain that I broke, that I fixed. I don't remember the guy's name. If you're on there, thank you again. Sent me that hook. And then I put that hook on there, so that's good. Man, all these are soaking wet. Doesn't really hurt chains, though. Makes the paint come off more. Slowly getting there. Here's, I think that's the 6-footer, 5-footer, I don't know. I have a bunch of them. Then, like I said before there's leftover potatoes. We got potatoes planted. That's leftover. We got some people that are going to plant some potatoes. Here's that wasn't down there. I can't get that out. I'm going to have to set you guys down a second. That box there is heavy. Whoop. If I had wax on that fender like they show on YouTube all the time, that would slide off. Oh my goodness, this is a heavy box too. I'm going to set it down there. I'm going to get my toilet seat out. We take that for fun. This is the first toilet seat that was ever invented. So, and it's NOS too. Here's another hat that goes in the box back there. Yeah, the whole back of this truck is loaded up too with just tons of stuff. So I'll take it out and you guys can see what all kind of nonsense you kind of take when you go to a show. Trying to make some kind of video because it's too wet out there to do anything, but if we got time, we're going to go down and do a spin around, take a level. I don't know if you saw that level, plus that little machinist level, just kind of keep an eye on things. That's out of that. Now we go up here to this one. And I got a cooler in here, and that's about all I need to get out of here is a cooler and a chain. This is that grade 80 chain. That'll go back on the, can't think, on the winch part of the Kubota. All right, we'll throw that in there. See, after you get it all out of the truck, then you got to go put it all away. So there's a collection of chains. What I'm trying to do is get that blade out so I can get the tripod out to get all the cant hooks. See all the cant hooks down there, and there's the blower up there. That's got to get put in the sun dry out. That got soaked. I'm going to set you over here. You're going to be sitting on the Frick sawmill sign. I'm going to aim it that way, but I can't. The sun is so hard I can't see anything in that little camera. We're going to set this up over here. Believe it or not, this thing gets heavy. Open the lids. Got any? Whoops! I hit the can't think rake. Now I guess I should have mittens on before. Oh, that's my machinist level. I gotta be careful of that. I'll set that up there. Probably an easier place to knock it off. Anyhow, we're gonna put this over here. I keep the cheat sheet on the computer and redo it all the time. I gotta get mittens. Gotta have mittens for that sawmill. I'm not worried about the blade. The blade is shot. Gotta learn how to put mittens on. One hand goes on one and one hand goes on the other. And this is a little blade, so I think I can handle it. I think. Famous last words. Well, I ain't gonna be able to do it that way. That's for sure. Oh Lord! It's caught in the tripod. Wouldn't you know it? The tripod has got it locked in, or it's locked in the tripod. The air came loose. Sorry about the attraction. What now was it caught on? I heard it snap something. Now that we're in the sun, we'll look at it a little bit better. Except for, well, let me get the tripod out, then I can, it'll be a lot more steadier than me hold it by hand. That's got to go over there, that's got to go over there, that's got to go over there. Look at that old tripod came out. It's soaking wet too. See all the water coming out of it? It doesn't hurt it. Alright, we might be able to see that blade. We'll give you a little better closer look up at it. Well, you don't see videos like this anyplace else, do you? Crazy, crazy. So it knocked the shank out of this, or the tensioner out of this one. If you can see, I can't see until I look at it later on the video tonight, how pitted this blade is. This thing sits down there between shows and just rusts away. So it really, I mean, it's good enough for the show, because you only saw a couple days a year. It's knocked that shoulder out, so there's one shoulder gone that had to be repaired, two shoulders gone, three shoulders, 4, 5. This one's really blown out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up there's some more around there. So it's knocked better than a dozen off, but the blade's so shot it it's not worth trying. It's got, can you see the rust pits in it? It's just an old tired blade. Now we got a good blade on there right now, but it was too wet to take off and it was raining, so we just kind of left it down there where I have to go down, make a trip to get it. I'm gonna put you guys over here, try to get that off and get some more stuff loaded. Get some more stuff, put my mittens back on. So this one will become a sign, I guess, or something. I got the other one that Jeff crashed. Jeff didn't crash this one, Mike crashed this one. But it was, both times, I don't really think it was a Sawyer's fault particularly. I guess it all boils back to the buck stops here. This is just a 48 inch, I think it's a 48 inch blade. I don't know, the tape's in there. I think it's only a 48, and I think what we put on there was a 54, so you got a little more height, but then it takes a little more power. There's another one that was knocked out. This tooth is aiming this way. Here's another one knocked out. So it took out a good dozen of them. So we'll set that over here. Don't think it'll go too far. Then I'm going to take the hickory stick. If you're in a sawmill and you need a hickory stick, that's all there is to it. You can't do nothing without a hickory stick. So we'll put that in the back here. Let's see, what else we got in here? This goes back to the sawmill. This can go back to the sawmill. I like Gibbs. I really like it. But they've changed it. All these labels are coming off now, and when you press them the first time, they leak and they just lose all their fluid. So I'm not buying the stuff anymore. I liked the stuff for years, used it, and they've changed manufacturers on their cans. They got so cheap now that they're losing customers, or they lost me. I usually buy a case. I probably go through about a case of that a year. I found it to be pretty good. Don't know what I'm going to do with that file. Just going to put it in there, get it out of the truck. Now I will get the one of my divider out, so I get to all the other stuff. Take 3 cant hooks down there. One of them, though, I was on one pole and I heard it crack, so I don't know if it's any good. We'll use it till it finishes off. Whew. The ladder can stay in there. The rake. Soda cans go to the soda can cruncher, so they can just go in there. That can stay in there. The rake, I'm kind of running out of room. This is the railroad jack handle. In one of the last videos, I lost one of the, I have 2 handles that I use for that, and I lost the other handle, couldn't find it, didn't know where it was. There's part of a sawmill or saw blade sheath, I guess maybe be the right word. Don't know. What a load of mumbo jumbo. I guess I'll leave the rake up here and take that on the next trip. That got loose again. Oh, it's this. I'll put a through bolt through there. All they had was a little, I guess you're in there, all they had was a little, I don't know, wood screw that went in about 1 inch to hold the end on. And I put a through bolt through it. It made it a lot better. Let's see what else we got in here. Just the ladder, the blower. I'll get that leaf blower, put that in. There's some more cans. I got the leaf blower screwed down to the or roped down to the. Oh man, everything here is wet. Got my cat coming in. He's looking at me now because I'm talking to myself. Even the cat knows I'm crazy. Oh, we'll put that out in the sun here and let that dry out. So, now if you want to see something neat, a lot of you guys are new here. And I haven't put it on yet. Old timers here in my channel know what this is. I'll turn the light on here. Didn't help much. That's what a new blade looks like. That's what a new blade looks like. That's actually shiny down there. It's just dark in here. And it is a Simon's. I got it out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, I guess. I haven't even taken it out of the box. I've had it here for, I don't know, it's getting pretty long time. I have to look up and see even when I ordered it. The reason I have not put that on, which I've said in the past, because I wanted to buy one of those metal detectors like Mark has. And the same time I ordered that blade, I ordered one of those metal detectors and they were back ordered. When it came in, the thing raised up $1,500 to where it was $2,500, which is still pretty salty in my opinion. Is now over $4,000. So I just haven't bought it, and everybody's back ordered on it because everybody with the band mills bought them things. I think that's a 54. I don't remember what it is. I also bought a 60. There's a 60 down at Jeff's that I haven't brought home yet. You want to see something neat? Here's our garage. The wife, all the stuff. Can you see the little bird down in there? The bird made a bird nest in there. He's looking at you because I can see him keeping his babies calm. That's just what you need, is a bird house in your garage. There's a busted window on our garage. Been there for years. I had tape over it for years. And guess what? That little bird found that. All right, we're gonna head back. This is what kind of nonsense I go through on a daily basis. Now we got to go put it all away. I need the ladder to put the sign up, because the sign goes. This sign goes on the barn. Got chains to put away. Uh-oh, that won't work because it's on the gas pedal. I guess we'll just have to find room for it back here. That's what you need, is just a little bit more stuff back here. So now all that stuff's got to be put away. So I'm going to put you on the tripod, and we're just going to go down to, I haven't checked to see how the plastic did that I put on. We had quite a bit of rain. I want to go down and check the plastic that I put on those wood boxes and see how the wood underneath them, if it's fairly dry. So we're going down there first, checking out all. I'm sure it's muddy down there. I think everything over here will stay dry. I'm gonna halfway hold you guys, but you're gonna be in Never Never Land. Normally, if I was a good camera person, I'd be editing this out, but seeing as I'm not, you're getting everything. It's also in real time. So let's go down and see how the mud did in the wood yard. Oh Lordy, we're trying to get a contractor to come in. They're coming out Wednesday. You can't see that, but that's a 6-inch drop we're about ready to go down. You might be able to see it over there where they put in the asphalt. I thought they were going to dig this asphalt out when they put it in, but they didn't. There, we're going over the bump. But we need that to be tapered out so we can take care of it properly. Oh, we got tomatoes in the greenhouse. Only going to put them in that little area. I might be cutting back on mowing grass just because fuel oils, or not fuel oil, gas to run the motor's going up so much. Kind of laying back on that a bit. Apple trees look pretty good this year. A lot of blossoms on there. I gotta get the sprayer out of mothballs to start spraying the apples. We're gonna come around this way. Uh-oh, I got an animal in there. You always tell when there's a new animal in there because they dig out these corners. That's I got the, see where the corners dug out? When they dig the corners out and they dig up there, we'll go up there and look. when they dig that out, the water runs in underneath into the floor. No, they got that hole dug out too. That's not a recent dugout. But then the water comes down and goes in instead of going around. Here it goes all the way down to this end. But all right, we are going to put the sign up if the tripod will do it. This is where one of them goes. We'll get the most vital thing out first. We're at 25, so we just about wasted a whole movie. But that's what it takes. It takes a lot of time to get this junk done, believe it or not. This is where this sits. And that's why I take the ladders to the show. Uh-oh, I missed my spot here. Oh, come on. It's just a little bit heavy sitting there like that. There we go. And all the shows have hooks on them that I go to, so I can just hook it up. That's good on that one. I guess we'll just walk over to the mud hole and see what's going on. I'll take it out to 30 because that's what people are asking for. This grass here looks pretty good. The potatoes are in. They ended up being 6 rows, about 20 foot long. The other part of the garden's all right. Oh, look at that. See how it blows the lid up there? Nice airflow through there. In fact, that probably catches some and blows more through there than if not. That one's up and blowing through there. I like that. That's all right. I'm pretty pleased with that. Now this one here, I haven't moved. Oh man, you can smell that oak. Whew. It is strong down here. I think I'm real pleased with that. I think all this stayed nice and dry. You can certainly smell it. It's too wet to work down here though. That's covered up. We'll go down and look at the, that's not the plastic I'm working with. That was something from there before. Chunks and Hunks has got the plastic on top. I'll go down and take a look at that, see if that stayed dry. Like I said, we had some pretty good rain down here. Everything in here looks nice and dry. I mean, I'm all right with that. I think that'll work out in the middle of the field when I get going. White trucks down here. Anyhow, we will call it quits for this movie. It's almost time for cleanup. I'm starting to get a pile. All the wood that I split, that's all I got for debris. Most of that's bark. I like my plastic. It was windy, but nothing blew off. You aren't going to blow this off. There's just no way. The only thing that's going to give up on this is all I have is one screw in it here and one screw in it down there. If those screws get pulled out, then it might happen. Plastic lasts a long time. That plastic there is probably 6-7 years old, but it's getting, most of these damage in here is where I've hit it with stuff rather than it just getting bad. The only place that it went bad is, like I showed in a movie a while ago, is right down here. And I think that's because of the, that's a telephone pole, and I think that oil or creosote is eating this plastic up because that's a little rotten there. But other than that, it's looked pretty good. Somebody was asking how to attach it to the ground. I have Trex down here, 2 Trex pads that I made like feet, and then screwed the 6x6 to it, so that holds it up so it can get air underneath here. It could get air underneath here real good, and I can also weed whip and it gets all the weeds real good. So anyhow, now we're done. We're up to 29 and it goes out at 30. So we will see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. You'll probably see this in maybe by Friday. Today is Monday after the show. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a comment if you got any questions. Leave a question. Hit like and subscribe. What all that normal nonsense. We'll see you now. Thank you for stopping by.